Well, hey y'all, today we're going to make some red beans and rice from my cookbook on page 44. It's called Copycat Red Beans and Sausage, and this is very, very close to Popeye's red beans and rice. And my apologies to all of my Louisiana Cajun friends because this is not going to be your typical red beans and rice, but it's very, very good in my opinion and my husband. So what I have done, I cooked a 1 pound package of light red kidney beans in my pressure cooker, and I'll attach that video to the end if you want to watch that. But the recipe that I put in the book is 1 30-ounce can of light red kidney beans. So what I'm going to do is these are so good, y'all. These cooked about, let's see, 50 minutes, and then I let them naturally release for 15. Now when you're cooking, let's see, how many scoops of this do I want to use? Okay. When you're cooking, I had a little brain there. Whenever you're cooking in the pressure cooker, Instapot, or this is a crock pot brand, and you're cooking something that has a lot of juice in it and fluid and liquid and all that kind of stuff, when you're doing that, you want to let it naturally release for a good amount of time, because the more water and different stuff is in here, it's boiling like to beat the band. And so you want it to not just do what it does. Okay, so now this is already, I've gone off the reservation and I'm not following my own recipe. But anyway, I'm going to mash these just a little bit because this will help these be creamy. So I'm just going to give these a little bit of a mash, not a whole lot. This is to your desired mashability amount. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that looks pretty good to me. So you hold this for me. Oh, you're so handy. Okay, now I'm using, this is Country Pleasing brand Andouille sausage, and this is a good company from Mississippi, and this does not have any MSG in it, so yay us. This is going to be delicious. It's my very favorite, and they don't know I'm alive, so they're not paying me to say that. But I have one whole package, and I browned it before y'all got here just to save you some time, and I cut half of it into little rounds, and the other half I just cut into bite-sized pieces. You can do it all in bite-sized pieces, or you can do all in rounds. It doesn't matter. You just do you, boo. So I'm going to turn my fire up to about I'm going to put it on a 4. And we'll just get this going around here. And I'm going to put 4 tablespoons of butter in here. And I think I'm going to get a coffee cup and get some of this juice. So y'all hang on right there. I'm going to get a coffee cup and do that. Okay, now if you're using the canned, you can use the juice that's in there, and don't drain them. It'll be fine. But since we made these from scratch, I'm going to add some of this in there, just like that. All right, now get this going around here. Now the spices you want to put in here is garlic powder, and it's a teaspoon and a half of garlic powder. So I'm just going to use my half a teaspoon 3 times. So there's 1, 2, 3, and I have a fresh roasted clove over there, so I may add that, but I was going to use this powdered first, and then I'm going to use a half teaspoon of, let me tell you what this is, smoked paprika. There we go. And then I'm going to use about the same amount of some white pepper, and this is just I love white pepper, and I don't know why I don't use it more. Do y'all have things like that you like, and then you think, why don't I use more of that? I do. So, alrighty. There we go. How simple was that? And basically, everything is already cooked in here now. And so it doesn't have to just sit on the stove and simmer for 4,100 days. It's pretty much ready. Whenever it all gets all heated through, and then you taste it and kind of work on the flavors But I have in the oven, and this will be also in a separate video, but I've made some Cash River basmati rice, and I've cooked it in the oven instead of putting it on the stovetop. And it's just in the oven, just doing its little thing. And I'm using brown rice with this. It just has so much more flavor, especially if you're doing something savory. I love it with, I'm doing roast or anything that has any gravy on top of it. I love to use the brown rice. And the white rice basmati is so good too. It's just delicious. And they call it popcorn rice, and it kind of has a little bit of that nutty, kind of a popcorny smell whenever it's cooking. And it's delicious. Alrighty. Now, let's see here. Did I bring a spoon over here to do a taste test? Of course I did not, but I'll be right back. One of these days I'm going to get myself together, y'all. But where's the fun in that? So let's just get us just a little bite, get a little bean, get a little sausage there. We'll see what we think. That is so good. It does need a little bit of salt. And let's just put a little bit, not a whole teaspoon, maybe a half a teaspoon. And let's see here. That looks about like a half a teaspoon. Let's pull the old, Justin Wilson. Remember Justin Wilson? He would measure it in his hand, then he would put it in his little teaspoon thing. There we go. Almost a half a teaspoon. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. We're done. We're absolutely done. I'm just going to let this sit here until my rice gets ready. And then we will get back together and we will fix us up a Play-Doh. So, see you back in a little bit. Okay, y'all, the rice is out of the oven, and we did a taste test for a different video, so y'all are going to love this rice. I'll put a link so you can go check it out. So this is going to be so good. So this red beans and rice sat here for probably 20 minutes while this was finishing up. It smells divine. So I'm just going to get a big old spoonful of it, and I did put that other mashed clove of garlic in it. But I already had it out, and I thought, well, might as well. So it's going to be delicious. Of course, I can't hardly get enough garlic. If I believed in werewolves, I'd be safe, but I don't believe them. So let's just put a little bit of rice here on the top of it. There we go. Oh, boy. Doesn't that look good? Look at that. Yum. Here's the real test, though. Let's just get us a bite and try not to burn the hair off our tongue. It's a little sausage there. Y'all, that is so good. The flavors are just right. Nothing is overpowering the other things. This is a very, very good dish. I think you'll love it. Now, the original Cajun recipe for red beans and rice is delicious too, but this is just a little bit different. It's quick, it comes together really quick. You can use canned beans if you want to, but I like dried beans. It's just my preference, y'all. So, alrighty. I will put the recipe written in the captions up there like I always do, and I'll put the link to my cookbook. I appreciate y'all that have ordered it. Y'all just been so sweet. And I just love all y'all. So anyway, until we meet again, go fix you something good. Bye, y'all.